Most people think an aircraft stall means the engines have stopped working, but that's not the real story. In aviation, a stall actually means the wing stops generating lift. You see, a wing produces lift only when air flows smoothly over its surface. If the nose of the aircraft rises too high, the smooth airflow separates from the wing. Suddenly, lift collapses, and the aircraft can no longer stay supported by the air. This can happen at any stage, during takeoff, during landing, or even at high altitude. It doesn't matter if the engines are running at full power. The real culprit isn't speed alone, it's the angle. Specifically, the angle between the wing and the airflow. If that angle gets too steep, the wing just can't do its job anymore. Understanding this simple but crucial concept is the first step to appreciating the brilliant engineering that keeps us safe in the skies. Stalls can escalate quickly. Imagine this. The nose drops and suddenly, one wing may stall before the other. This can cause the aircraft to roll unexpectedly, making the situation even more perilous. Control effectiveness reduces drastically, especially at low altitude where recovery time is limited. In history, many accidents happened not because of engine failure, but because pilots unknowingly allowed the aircraft to stall. It's a chilling thought, but it underscores the importance of understanding and preventing stalls. That's why engineers decided warning alone isn't enough. The aircraft itself must intervene. The stakes are too high to rely solely on human reaction times. Modern aircraft are equipped with advanced systems designed to detect and correct stalls automatically, ensuring that a momentary lapse doesn't turn into a catastrophe. In the world of aviation, every second counts, and every system in place is a testament to the relentless pursuit of safety. It's not just about flying, it's about flying smart and staying ahead of potential dangers. Before a stall even happens, the aircraft itself tries to warn the pilots. And the most famous system for this? It's called the stick shaker. Imagine you're holding the controls, and suddenly they start vibrating so strongly that you just can't ignore it. It's almost like the aircraft itself is shouting at you, "Lower the nose, now." This warning kicks in when special sensors detect that the aircraft is approaching that critical angle, the point where the wing is about to stop generating lift. The stick shaker is not a gentle reminder. It's a direct physical alert, designed to cut through any distraction or confusion in the cockpit. It's the very first line of defense, giving pilots those precious extra seconds to react and prevent a stall before it can turn into a real emergency. But what if the pilots don't react in time? Some aircraft go a step further. This is where the stick pusher comes in. If the warning is ignored and the aircraft gets dangerously close to a stall, the system actually takes control. It physically pushes the nose down, whether the pilots are ready or not. This action is called a stick pusher. The moment it activates, you'll feel the controls move forward on their own. No gentle nudge, but a quick, forceful push. It instantly reduces the angle of attack, letting smooth airflow return over the wings. For pilots, it can feel aggressive, almost shocking. But in those critical moments, that sudden movement can be the difference between recovery and disaster. Because in a true stall, every second counts, and the stick pusher doesn't wait for hesitation. It acts, saving lives when there's no time left to think. Here's something most people miss. The key measurement isn't just speed, it's angle of attack, or AOA. That's basically how steeply the wing meets the incoming air. If that angle gets too high, the wing can't generate lift, and a stall happens. Now, to keep an eye on this, aircraft have special sensors mounted outside. These angle of attack sensors are always at work, constantly measuring that critical angle. If it starts rising too high, they don't wait. Stall warnings kick in, protection systems get ready, and onboard computers start monitoring every pilot input. These sensors are absolutely crucial. They're the first line of defense against stalls. But if they fail, or if they give wrong data, things can get confusing, fast. That's why aircraft have multiple sensors and backup systems, to make sure the data is always right and the aircraft stays safe. So next time you see those little vanes sticking out from the cockpit window, remember, they're tiny, but they're the brain behind some of the most important safety systems in aviation. Here's where modern aviation steps up its game, with fly-by-wire protection. See, it's not just about warning pilots anymore. Now, computers are actually preventing stalls before they even start. In these advanced aircraft, every command from the pilot's hands goes straight to a computer first. The system checks. Is this safe? Is the wing angle okay? Could this command lead to a stall? If the answer is risky, the computer simply refuses. It won't let the aircraft go beyond safe limits. So, if a pilot tries to pull the nose up too sharply, the aircraft's system just says, "No chance, boss." It's like having an invisible co-pilot, one who never gets tired, never panics, and always follows the rules. This is why fly-by-wire jets have such an incredible safety record. The aircraft literally protects itself, making sure the wings keep flying, no matter what. It's one of the biggest reasons modern air travel is safer than ever before. Let's talk about real life. When stall protection systems actually saved flights. There have been many cases where these hidden heroes prevented disaster. Imagine a pilot pulling too steeply during climb. The computer quietly limits the angle, refusing to let the aircraft go beyond what's safe. Or during an approach, when speed drops a bit too low. Suddenly, the stick shaker goes off, vibrating the controls, warning the crew instantly. In moments where human reaction might have been just a second too slow, automation stepped in, buying precious time. Most passengers sitting back in their seats never realize just how close these safety margins can get. But behind the scenes, these systems work round the clock, making sure every flight lands safely, no matter what surprises might come up in the sky. But what happens when technology itself goes wrong? Stall protection relies heavily on accurate data. The computers, the warnings, even the automatic corrections, all of it depends on sensors working perfectly. But sometimes things don't go as planned. If a sensor freezes, fails, or starts giving incorrect readings, the whole system can behave unpredictably. In past incidents, we've seen how incorrect speed data has confused pilots, triggered false alarms, and even caused the autopilot to suddenly disengage. In those tense moments, the aircraft can enter stall conditions, leaving the crew scrambling to figure out what's happening. These incidents were wake-up calls. They pushed engineers to rethink how stall protection works. The answer? More sensors, more cross-checking between systems, smarter computers that can spot when something just doesn't add up. Every mistake became a lesson, leading to safer skies for everyone. So, while technology saves lives, there's always room to make it better. Because in aviation, even a small error can have big consequences. This is where training becomes absolutely critical. See, the recovery is simple in theory, but in the cockpit, it must be immediate. Step 1. Reduce the angle of attack. Push the nose down. This action restores smooth airflow over the wing, helping it generate lift again. Step 2. Add power. The engines help to regain speed and lift, giving the aircraft the energy it needs to recover. Step 3. Level the wings. This is crucial to prevent one wing from stalling more than the other, which can lead to a dangerous spin. Step 4. Retract speed brakes if deployed. This reduces drag and helps the aircraft accelerate out of the stall. Step 5. Stabilize before climbing again. The pilots make sure the aircraft is fully under control before attempting to gain back lost altitude. It sounds straightforward, right? But in real life, alarms are blaring, altitude is dropping rapidly, and pilots must act within seconds. That's why stall recovery isn't just a theory. It's practiced again and again in simulators. Because when the real moment comes, there's no time to hesitate. Beyond pilot actions, aircraft themselves assist in the recovery process. Let's dive into how modern engineering methods play a crucial role in resolving stalls. First up, we have the automatic nose-down logic. This system prevents the aircraft from reaching extreme angles of attack by automatically adjusting the nose downwards. It's like having an invisible hand guiding the plane back to a safer angle. Next, thrust management systems come into play. These systems apply optimal power during recovery, ensuring that the aircraft has the necessary thrust to regain speed and lift. It's not just about adding power, it's about adding the right amount at the right moment. Then there's flight envelope protection. This technology stops pilots from inadvertently re-entering stall conditions by limiting the control inputs that can push the aircraft back into danger. It's a safeguard that maintains the aircraft within safe operational limits. Autopilot disengagement is another critical feature. In a stall situation, the autopilot will automatically disengage, allowing pilots to manually recover the aircraft. This ensures that human intuition and quick reflexes can take over when technology alone isn't enough. Finally, we have stability augmentation systems. These systems help the aircraft return to normal flight more quickly by making small automatic adjustments to the control surfaces. It's like having a co-pilot who's constantly fine-tuning the controls to keep the plane steady. So, as you can see, the aircraft isn't passive during a stall. It actively supports the recovery process with these advanced engineering methods. Together with trained pilots, these systems form a robust defense against stalls, ensuring safer skies for all of us. Now, most people believe that stalls only happen during landing, when the aircraft is low and slow, but that's actually a big misconception. In reality, stalls can occur at any altitude. Let me explain. First, stalls can happen during climb. As the aircraft is gaining height, the angle of attack might increase, especially if the pilot is trying to climb too steeply. If it crosses the critical limit, a stall can occur, even when you're thousands of feet above the ground. Next, there's cruise altitude. Yes, even when the aircraft is flying straight and level, a sudden turbulence or unexpected maneuver can push the wings past their safe angle of attack. It's rare, but not impossible. Stalls can also happen during turns. When the aircraft banks to the side, the wings need to generate more lift. If the pilot pulls too hard, the angle of attack can rise quickly, leading to a stall, even when everything seems under control. Turbulence is another factor. Sudden gusts of wind can momentarily increase the angle of attack, catching even experienced pilots off guard. And here's something not many people realize. At high altitudes, the margin between normal flight and a stall becomes much thinner. The air is thinner, and the aircraft is closer to its performance limits. Even small errors or tiny changes in speed can push the aircraft dangerously close to stalling. So, it's not just about being low and slow. Stalls can happen at any altitude, during climb, cruise, turns, or turbulence. That's why pilots and aircraft systems are always on alert, no matter where they are in the sky. When we talk about aircraft stalls, it's easy to focus on all the tech, computers, sensors, and warning systems. But there's one thing that technology can never replace: the human factor. Pilots are not just sitting there relying on autopilot. They are trained, and then trained again, to recognize and react to stalls in an instant. In the simulator, pilots practice stall recovery over and over. They learn the recognition cues, subtle vibrations, warning sounds, changes in the aircraft's behavior. And the training drills into them the immediate corrective actions: lower the nose, add power, level the wings. No hesitation. Because even with all the smartest systems, human awareness is still the final line of defense. Pilots are taught to prevent the stall before it even begins. That's the real goal. Technology helps, but ultimately it's the pilot's judgment, skill, and split-second decision-making that keeps everyone safe. So, next time you see a pilot in the cockpit, remember, they're not just flying the plane. They're constantly watching, listening, and ready to act long before any alarm goes off. Now, let's take a look at where all this is heading. The future of stall protection. Next-generation systems are becoming smarter every year. Imagine AI-assisted flight monitoring that's always learning, always adapting, and always watching out for the tiniest signs of trouble. These new systems use predictive stall modeling, analyzing data from thousands of flights to spot patterns even before a stall can begin. Real-time airflow mapping is also on the horizon. Sensors will create a live 3D map of how air moves around the wings, letting the aircraft sense changes instantly. And with autonomous recovery logic, The plane could even start corrective actions on its own, faster than any human could react. Soon, aircraft may detect and prevent stalls before the pilots even sense that anything is wrong. It's not just about warnings anymore, it's about prediction and prevention. The future is coming, and it's making flying even safer than ever before. A stall is one of those rare moments when an aircraft stops behaving like an aircraft. Lift disappears, control reduces, physics takes over. But today's airplanes are not just built to warn about stalls. They're engineered to prevent them, and even to help resolve them when they do happen. Modern stall protection systems do more than just sound alarms. They resist unsafe actions, they guide recovery steps, and if all else fails, they intervene, taking control to save lives. Because in aviation, survival isn't just about reacting to danger, it's about preventing it and correcting it before it ever turns into disaster. Every time a plane climbs safely into the sky, these invisible guardians are quietly at work, making sure the wings never forget how to fly. Imagine you're on a flight. Everything feels normal. Smooth climb, engines humming, people relaxed. Then suddenly the nose lifts slightly, speed drops, and the aircraft begins to feel different. Not shaking violently, not diving, just struggling. Because here's something most people don't realize. A plane doesn't fall from the sky because engines stop. It falls when the wings stop producing lift. And that can happen even when engines are working perfectly. This is called a stall. One of the most dangerous aerodynamic situations an aircraft can face. Not because it's dramatic, but because it can happen quietly, unexpectedly, and very fast. In 2009, an aircraft cruising at high altitude lost reliable speed data. Pilots reacted. The aircraft climbed too steeply, and airflow over the wings broke down. It stalled at 35,000 feet. For minutes, the aircraft was no longer flying normally. Another case. A regional aircraft on approach slowed slightly too much. The wing reached its critical angle. Stall warnings triggered. The aircraft dropped suddenly before recovery. These moments are why modern aircraft are built with systems that don't just warn pilots, they actively step in to prevent disaster. Because humans can make mistakes. Weather can confuse sensors. Situations can escalate faster than reaction time. So engineers built something extraordinary. Aircraft that can sense a stall before it happens, warn the pilots, and if needed, take control themselves.